Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your boy Sid V right here. I just woke up. I wanted to share with you guys, like, because I'm Hispanic, I gotta share this, because you're Hispanic, you get, people think that, they get into hoods and this sides and that sides way, and the truth is, music and hoods and sides are different things. Music is an equal opportunity for getting that ass whooped, for getting phased. So the thing about music is if you earn it, you get to be the good one. So it's like, when you hear about these fools beefing it because they're from different hoods or from different sides and, dissing other rappers, it's just like, it's not fun, like, because of the fact that there's levels to this shit, bro. Like, you're not like Michael Jackson right off the top, dog, just because you grab the mic and you started singing. You're not at the caliber of Michael Jackson. You know what I mean? So you got to remember that people plan their career before you planned yours. And you can't hate them because they planned their career and they were successful because they planned their career. Because there are artists out there that, like, they just start doing the music, but they didn't plan to do the music. And then there's people out there that make music that aren't artists, bro. They just make music. You know what I mean? And then you still gotta go through the filter, bro. Like, would you go poor for music, bro? To be a real musician? Would you perform for free, bro? There's a lot of tests to see if you're a real musician, bro. And then at the same time, it's kind of hard to be a thug, wait. When you're trying to do music, because you have to abandon your thug life for your music life. You know what I mean? And some people get that shit twisted. So it's like, imagine, like, in your hood where you live, they don't make music. Right? I mean, there's no music, there's no scene. And then one day you decided to start rapping on the corner, and then everybody in the neighborhood started recognizing you. You know what I mean? Because you were the only one doing it. And then somebody from somewhere else comes and says, hey, I want to start rapping here. And you're like, yo, but nobody knows you. The community's going to diss them first, right? Because you were the one who started doing it first. And then, if you guys get cool, they'll let them perform, but they'll never be like the same level of artist, bro. You know? It's just crazy. It's because, like, you hear, like, people bitching about, like, oh, it's because of the hood, it's because of that. No, it's because it's called demographics, bro. You know what I mean? And, like, there's certain things that happen in communities that happen in other communities. Like in the black community, everybody gets ghetto fabulous, you know what I mean? And so it's easy to relate to the black music, whether it be played in this area or that way. If there's black people, they understand what the Jiggy Boy is. And that's what it is, versus Hispanic. There's like a lot of cultural stuff or like neighborhood stuff it only happens in neighborhoods. It doesn't happen, like, it's not all Hispanic people. So that's why they might not play your song. The other thing is you might not have artistic ID, like where they know you as an artist and you're still seen as a hood. You get me? Because when you're seen like that, you're just a glorified criminal, bro. You haven't crossed over to artist. That brings problems to the station. That brings problems to people. The station doesn't want problems, they want profits, you know what I mean? So you have to earn the ability to be seen as an artist, not just a hood, you know what I mean? Or a little gangster or ex-con or whatever, But you have to earn that. See, that's the equal opportunity of arts way. Like, you have to abandon your hood, the lifestyle, and then you have to let music control your life, like if it was your hood, right? Because of the fact that, some people, they force their talent on the air, or they buy their talent on the air, but then it's not authentic, it's not unique, and then, people that are being credibility checked, because people do check radio stations for credibility to see if they're really about the music or they're really about the gang, or because and when it comes to activities and things like that, nobody wants to be a part of that shit because that fucks up profits. Now you messing with my pockets, man, and that's what it is, But there's a lot of things when it comes to music. Is like, people don't understand that if you can't let music help you, then you're not going to be a good musician and you're going to be out the door fast. You know what I mean? Like, music's got to be bigger than the hood thing. And then what people do is they use their hood because they think the hood is music. and because they think that the music bangs. Music doesn't bang. Music is in the neighborhood. You're in the neighborhood. You're the one that bangs, and you're the one singing about it. And that's the wrong part about it. You're supposed to be the guy singing about the banging, singing about the neighborhood, like a reporter type thing. But music doesn't do that. You know what I mean? So it's a different. They're two different worlds, bro. And you gotta pick one or the other. That's why it's hard, bro. And then at the same time, if you're doing drugs and you're knowfully doing drugs because you're a knowful gangster and all that, people will complicate you making ticket sales. People will complicate you from being able to make it to concerts. Because think about it, when it comes to credibility and being an artist, if you're doing drugs, bro, people love you. You have fans, and they're like, yo, I can't enable my star, bro. I can't enable my icon, bro, because what if he dies and then I feel guilty? I get a guilt trip, Had he not done the show, he wouldn't have had an overdose. Imagine, wow, And then you lose credibility with promoters también, así, And another thing is, you can't be doing gangsta activities and bad stuff if you're an artist, because they interfere with each other. So imagine you're an artist, right? And you're making music and you put in the effort, but then you want to go and rob some shit, bro. And then you go get arrested, and then you just lost your whole year's tours, bro, because of the fact that you were like still being a thug, bro, or you got arrested and they had drugs in your car, and you just lost all the tour dates you thought you had, and then you look bad, and then you know what happens? People talk, and then promoters talk, and then it's like you just lost credibility as an artist, bro. You couldn't let the streets go. You couldn't. So that's why it's hard to be an artist, bro. And the ones that do get past all the shit, they get the radio play, they get the movie stuff, they get known, they get recognized, they get booked, and they last the longest, because a lot of dudes do music just to get drugs with, just to be known. And that's the thing, it shows. They're there for a little bit and then they're gone away. Like, you're like, wow, wasn't that for Mr. This, Mr. That? No. And then they're not around no more because, there's that one-hitter quitter or that rock, baby. See, this shit'll get you hooked, or that crack or that meth, people do that. They get famous on the music just to do drugs, right, So it's crazy. So when it comes to music, you got to ask yourself, before you start trying to bang, before you start saying this side, that side, you got to ask, what are the demographics, what is that person doing that I'm not doing? And then try to do the same shit, because maybe that's what got them on the radio, But it's probably some positive shit. Probably they put the time in. Probably they scheduled success. Probably they made the right mixtapes, the right amount of mixtapes, the right amount of T-shirts, the right amount of cards, and they handed them out, bro, to the radio stations. Or they probably got really good connections with radio stations, because if you don't have that connection with areas where you want to perform, then nobody's going to feel your music. But if you have that connection with, like, say, radio personalities, a business in town, or something, then you might be able to get played. But I just wanted to say that because, just music and banging are two different things. I just wanted to express that. And then you have to remember that if you're trying to come with some new shit, and you got a new style or a new genre, you have to earn to exist, bro. Remember that. You have to earn to exist. You know what I mean? It's like Spanish music in America, bro. They have to earn to exist, bro. And there's still no Spanish American bands, right? Like, they don't even sing banda in English, right? They're still earning the ability to do that. You know what I mean? Nobody's got there yet, But otherwise it'd be cowboy, Spanish cowboy music, bro. Well, imagine, dude, the only Spanish American band that's actually made it is probably like the Lonely Boys, or like the Bamba guy. So you got to get over those two dudes to be a Spanish American band. Or there's not even the same genre. My bad. But I'm like to sing Spanish in English. I don't know. Somebody will figure it out. But anyways, that's your boy Sammy. That's my rant. You can check out the next video though. Check out Jenny 69 videos. Don't forget to check out Brazia Dos, Ray of Sunshine. Damn.